Well, February 27th, 2023. About 5 years ago, well, 6 years ago now, we started a company called the Evergreens, a Christmas tree farm, and thought we'd branch out into other things. And about 3 years ago, we got a DBA called the Woodcutters, and we started a little sawmill down away from our property. Our Christmas tree farm is way off and down there, about a mile or so. And this here is going to be our mill where my oldest son lives in the house. And that barn there, hopefully one day it's a nice big wood shop. Today it's kind of just on the edges of where it wouldn't have been worth fixing, but we're going to try to reclaim that building. So as we come down here, we got a bunch of power poles. Hopefully one day it'll be some drying buildings. It's kind of our store of some logs. And a buddy of mine had some willow trees here. I don't know what they're gonna do. We got a few of them. He's got more of them too, but don't really know what kind of lumber we'll be able to turn out of that. The logs are kind of misshaped. Looks like a pretty wood, but we'll see. Got some pine logs there. Got some black walnut buried back there. Got some, well, the second one is ash actually. Then we got the black walnut. Next we got some miscellaneous stuff there. We got some pretty stuff in there. Got some cedar in there and other things. Then down there we got our oak pile that goes back a ways, and need to get more cottonwood logs for our pallet business. Well, it's not actually a pallet business. We're supplying lumber for a pallet company. It's kind of been our mainstay here. Expand on other things, but that's allowing us to stay afloat here. We got some odd logs we've gotten from some people. It always surprises you what ends up being in these logs. We're working on it. Got a couple of black locusts over here. Those are going to be some nice logs. We're hoping to cut these up later this week. We already got a few people looking to make some furniture out of them, outdoor furniture. Got a pile of some miscellaneous stuff that was left over from a big old log pile that a customer brought to us. So up here we got our shed where we keep all our dried material. This is some 4/4 cottonwood. While we're cutting this cottonwood for our pallet company, we end up with a lot of 4/4. So we're just drying it outside here. We'll let it just sit outside. Hopefully it can build another solar kiln using the cottonwood. I got one solar kiln at home that we built. I got electric kiln there too. We'll come over here. Yeah. So we gotta flip on the light here. We got some red elm and snow blowed in here the other day a little bit, so we got a little bit of moisture on some of our boards, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, but it should be just on the outside. We'll sweep away. Got some really nice black walnut over here. Got some red oak over there. Some hard maple back in the corner. We got pine. Got some live edge black walnut over there. Got some red elm slabs back there and a couple of pine slabs. So we'll head out of here. Hopefully we'll get move the dried lumber and get it a little more processed and have some nice racks over in the barn, but that's down the road. Here's all our cutoffs. Yeah, that's a woodbirder's dream there. Yeah, we get friends and family that come out and grab firewood for heating their homes or their businesses. We're just starting to get it. We got a wood stove in the buildings over here. Trying to turn that into something. So we're down to the tail end of our logs here. So typically we're cutting 10-foot material for them. That's their favorite. So we'll be loading a semi with that later today. So we load the logs up onto the mill. We saw them up into these cants, 3.5 by 6. Run them out the ends stack them on the, we call the bunk over here. So we got our binding down there, we got our binding tool over in the shop, but kind of makes for nice neat stacks. They call them cords, so they're usually a little bit bigger for them, but our poor little skid loader can't lift too much more than these. Kind of struggles a little bit. We got our 55-gallon white 55-gallon drum over there. That's our redneck counterweight for our skid loader. It's filled with sand. We just strap it over the back, and she keeps us with the back wheels on the ground most of the time. Moving back over here, we pull the 4-quarter material off the back, and we stack it, strap it, and we put it over there. Hopefully we'll find a better place for it. In the winter here, we just kind of start having a hard time finding a place where there isn't snow or piles. Yesterday, my 11-year-old or 10-year-old, he took and cleared a path up here. You can see going up through there. Before it was piles going all the way across, but we couldn't get any more of our scraps back there, and friends and family have been rooting around back here, and these piles used to be solid all the way back, but as you can see, we've heated a few homes this winter. So we just kind of got this cleaned out, and so we'll just start being able to haul wood back up in here. And it was kind of neat there for a while, but you know, to work on it. Walk around the back here. Someday I envision a bunch of drying buildings back here for drying lumber, and a little yard where we can have our equipment. I don't know if I'd want to get too big. Just big enough for me and the boys to keep busy and we'll keep working with wood. Got some beautiful spruce logs back here. Oh, those are going to be some nice lumber there. Got a shed for a friend out of that, and oh, we got a few other things. There's a guy that helped us get some of that, and he wants to do some work in his house, but that'll be in the summer. There's a little lawnmower left over from what used to be a golf course here. That's kind of nice to mow our lawn with. Well, here we'll come up around this side. Well, sometime I'll tell you the story of how we ended up with this place. A lot of times we'd have wood drying underneath here, but we've been able to get all that wood out and processed into our electric kiln and solar kiln. This is one of our handier trailers here. It's a little tip trailer. We got a winch on this. We can run the cables up to the front of the truck. Take this winch, run it out to a log, and unlatch the trailer and tip her back. We've hauled some scary stuff on this thing. Well, the last scary one, we blew out both the tires. So now we got new tires, so hopefully that doesn't happen again real soon. It's a cat motor we're trying to get running. But once we get running, then we got to buy an entire sawmill, so it's been a little frustrating. Got way more money in it than we expected. Still haven't paid for it, but now if I give up at this point, I kind of lose all the money we stuck into it. So at some point we'll get that baby going. That goes to a real sawmill. So let's see, got a wood stove here. We're gonna have to reposition it inside. We can't get quite the right draft. Let's see what's going on inside our little wood shop we put together here. Freddy's working on his bench there. Joel there watching them. Looks like they all got ear protection on. Even eye protection. That's We got this all insulated and kind of just the beginnings. The rest of the barn is pretty poor shape. We're slowly working on it. This is kind of a disaster in here right now, but we can neaten it up pretty quick. So that's where William lives, my oldest. We got 8 boys, and don't forget the girl. Just had a little girl here a little over a year ago. So I got I can't even remember all their ages. We got a 18, a 17, a 14, 10, 9, 7, I think, 5. I don't know, you'd have to keep track if we got them all there, but they all like working with wood one way or another. We're not chainsawing, or littlest guys can pick up branches if they need to, and my 2 oldest boys help me with running the mill right now. My 3rd oldest, has run it a few times, but he hasn't fully been approved for running it by himself, so we'll get there. Well, just wanted to show you the place here, and this is the woodcutters. We take down trees, we collect logs, we do custom sawing. So if you have some logs laying around the place, it's pretty amazing what you can turn into lumber. So if you got something, come on out. We do that on an hourly basis. If you got enough logs and you got a big enough place and you're far enough away where it makes sense, we can also bring our mill to you and mill up what logs you have and stick around. We got an hourly rate for that, and always have a few extra boys that are looking for some spending money, so you can hire them too to come out and stack wood and cut firewood out of what's cut off. So look at all those cut-offs. You can get quite a few cut-offs, and maybe I'll post some pictures to our website and our Facebook page of the big job we did down in Iowa for a guy and cut up a bunch of those ash trees. That's been a good deal for us. Fred's old van over there, he's gonna fix up. I think my son's got some videos on here too that he put together. But we'll have more videos hopefully here real soon. Thanks a lot for watching. We will talk to you later.